jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride with John McClane today. Die Hard is a Christmas film, don't say no, no way. Oh, what fun it is to ride with John McClane today. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Hello YouTube, Ash here, and welcome to another episode of Special Talks. Today I will be doing a movie review, and this time I will be reviewing Die Hard. This film, released in 1988, is directed by John McTiernan. It stars, of course, Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman, and is based on a novel by Roderick Thorpe. Bet you didn't know that. So let's yippee-ki into it. So the plot of the film, to be honest, I feel kinda strange talking about the plot of Die Hard. It's Die Hard, but for in case there's someone who hasn't any idea, here's the plot. It's Christmas Eve and there's an office party taking place in one of LA's largest skyscrapers, the Nakatomi Building. The party soon gets crashed by terrorists led by Alan Rickman's Hans Gruber. At first the terrorist plan seems to be going okay, however it soon hits a snag as they encounter New York police officer John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, who starts to take out the terrorists one by one. Now the terrorists are hunting McClane, McClane is hunting the terrorists while they're all trapped in this skyscraper. And that's the plot. So everyone knows this film works, it's been constantly copied and ripped off by Hollywood, so much that it even has its own tagline, Die Hard on a boat, Die Hard on a train, Die Hard on a unicorn. Okay, the last one isn't real, but maybe it should be. Maybe I should write that. But anyway, why does Die Hard work? So the first thing you have to consider is the action. The action in this film is really, really good. It's really raw, it's gritty, so intense. And we're talking about a time when CGI wasn't even possible. These are all stunts, practical effects. Even watching it now, you still feel all the tension and danger as Bruce Willis jumps through air vents, on lifts, even the epic fire hose scene. You really feel the tension, and that's the mark of a good action movie. Modern films with all their CGI and all their big set pieces never ever have managed to capture the excitement of Die Hard, despite them constantly trying. That's why this film's considered an action classic. And part of the reason also is the story. The story is a really good underdog story. Yes, underdog story, as we have Detective John McClane trapped in this skyscraper. He has no escape. He's all alone except for a police officer whose only contact with him is by radio, and he really can't help him. He can only cheer him on. So he's all alone, he's isolated, he's being hunted by these terrorists, and despite not being a superhero, because he gets injured, he gets shot, his feet becomes all bloody, at the end of the film he's on the verge of collapse, he still manages to save the day. Now it might be far-fetched, but you really feel it and it really draws you in. The film is also really funny as Bruce Willis spits out a number of one-liners which are so good that they become classic movie quotes. But despite all these funny lines and one-liners, it never turns into a comedy. It always stays first and foremost an action film. There's no silly parts, there's no slapstick, it's an action film with, some funny lines slapped in it. So it really perfectly balances action with humor to lift the tension at times, which is needed because, as I said, the film's really, exciting. Bruce Willis gives an excellent performance as Detective John McClane. It's the role that defined his career. He's always, from after this, been known as John McClane. Like Harrison Ford was known as Indy and Han Solo. Arnold was known as the Terminator. Bruce Willis was always known as John McClane, and the character is really good in this. Okay, in the future he loses his spark in the last two films, but here he was still fresh, he was still exciting, and he was still a really good action hero. And of course we can't talk about Die Hard without talking about Hans Gruber, perfectly played by Alan Rickman. This guy is one of the all-time great movie villains. He's clever, he's crafty, he's cruel. And what is really cool is for 80% of the film, he doesn't even raise his voice. He just talks really slowly and has some really wicked lines like, "That's a nice suit, it would be a shame to ruin it." Or, I will count to 3. There will not be a 4. All in a really low, commanding voice. And all the terrorists, these big tough guys respect him. They know he's in charge. And that's why he's really such a great bad guy in this film. And just for the record, unlike Frozen, this is a Christmas film. 1, it takes place on Christmas Eve. 2, there's Christmas music throughout the film. And 3, it has its own Christmas book. Look at that, Die Hard Christmas. It has its own kids' Christmas book. Yay! And also there's lots of people who don't believe it's a Christmas film. So seeing as I'm fair, for you people who do not believe it's a Christmas film, let me know in the comments why, and give me a valid reason why you don't think this is a Christmas film. And also, if you do think this is a Christmas film, let me know as well. And seeing as it's Christmas, I'm going to be giving away this copy of Die Hard Christmas. I'm going to draw a name from anyone who leaves a comment, as I said, either for or against Die Hard as a Christmas movie. And yeah, one name, one a hat, and you will win this Die Hard Christmas book. Yay! So in conclusion, I will give this film an easy 5 out of 5. The film is a classic. It's a classic action movie, and it's a film that Hollywood still tries to replicate. Even this year, we had Skyscraper. The film is just great, it has great action, great humor, great performances, and just a kick-ass movie. And if you're one of the 1 or 2 people who haven't seen Die Hard, please check it out, especially at this time of the year, because it's a Christmas movie. So yeah, you can enjoy it even more at this time of the year. So yeah, check out Die Hard. So that's it for today. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I've been Ash. If you did like it, maybe hit that like button and give the video a share. Also, if you're new to the channel and like what you've seen, I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, TV reviews, and all that stuff. So consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Merry Christmas